flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line.
Jackson brought him down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Love looking to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. On play action. Love to throw. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going for the defensive guys? Plays like that really hurt.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Giants nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Love now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. So they're going option play on 3rd down. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Love from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
31-yard line.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now it's Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw now, here's Love. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On the play.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
New York.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
On the carry.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And it's second down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there, 40's Mike.
And that'll be incomplete.
The pass.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Now 4th down and 1.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Back to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Choose the mic. Come on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, 52 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Love with it here, third and short yardage. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 28, Giants 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down. Third and...
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". but he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Giants 3-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 35. Giants.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Giants.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
30-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bears 35. Giants 16.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll roll him out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Giants 16.
Gets to him again.
The quarterback set.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This is Barkley. Nifty move. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. A handoff to Barkley. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, Love. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
is
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Gano for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bears 35, Giants 23. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, Barkley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Now he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Bears 35, Giants 30. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. An old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Ross to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Gets past one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one looks like he'll throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 46 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bears 49, Giants 30.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And now here's Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All day, just like that.
They'll run again with Love on first down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
The dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Dances by at the 20, and he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run there by Jones, and even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Washington 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the carry, it's Love. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. A lot. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake. Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Washington 6.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Brady tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. And they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, Winston. Going deep here for, wide open, complete. 20.
They are not ready
10,
for us.
5, touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, 94 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13.
Score Buccaneers 14, Washington 13.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On play action, now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Good. Makes this Washington 20. Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Going up top for Miller. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this 2nd half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the 2nd half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington able to capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 13.
Makes this Washington 27. Buccaneers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 30.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd got to look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. It's a foot race. Uh-oh. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes this Washington 34. Buccaneers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans
Tampa Bay.
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes this Washington 34. Buccaneers 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Vea on the stop. Tackled back at the 28-yard line. That's the end.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes this Washington 34. Buccaneers 28. Bradley.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Winston. Open man, Butler complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Washington on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Washington.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me. Flip. What?
They'll run with Love. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Suckup for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Washington 34.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Love. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Brady to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Washington 42. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now returning it, Antonio. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it?